There are moments in life when the world feels unbearably quiet. You wake up, and the silence presses in on you from all sides. The weight of your own thoughts, the heaviness of your own heart. You sit at the edge of your bed watching the sun rise, and for a brief second you allow yourself to hope that today will be different. That maybe, just maybe, someone will notice your struggle. That someone will reach out, send a message, or wrap you in an embrace that says, "You're not alone. I see you." But the minutes tick by, and no one comes. Your phone sits silent on the nightstand. The notifications never appear. The world moves on, seemingly indifferent to your existence. You wait, and you hope, and you wonder, will someone come and rescue me from this? The truth, as difficult as it is to admit, begins to settle in. No one is coming to save you. And even if they could, even if someone did appear at your doorstep with all the right words and all the right intentions, only you can truly pull yourself from the darkness that you inhabit. We're told from the time we're young that the people who love us will always be there. That parents, friends, partners, mentors, they'll swoop in when things fall apart. They'll have the answers, the solutions, the strength we lack. For a while, maybe that's true. Maybe a kind word or a helping hand makes the difference. But as we grow older, as life becomes more complex, it becomes painfully clear that everyone is carrying their own burdens. Everyone is fighting their own battles, silent, invisible, relentless. The people you depend on aren't ignoring you out of malice or neglect. They're simply trying to keep their own heads above water. You look for rescue in every direction. You send out messages, hoping for a reply. You stare at your phone, waiting for it to light up with someone checking in, asking how you are. But often, the messages go unanswered. The calls don't come. You begin to feel invisible, forgotten, as if your pain is too small or insignificant for anyone else to notice. The disappointment stings, but it's not anyone's fault. It's not your fault either. Life doesn't hand out saviors. There's no cosmic guarantee that help will arrive just when you need it most. There's no universal law that says someone will pull you back from the edge before you fall. In the end, it comes down to you, your choices, your actions, your willingness to fight for yourself, even when it feels pointless. So you wait, you hope. You wish for a miracle, a sign, a moment of grace that will change everything. But as the days go by, the realization grows clearer. Waiting won't save you. Hoping won't heal you. Wishing won't lift you from the pit you find yourself in. Only action, however small, however difficult, is what will begin to change your life. Ask yourself, what are you really waiting for? Are you longing for that one message, that perfect call, that magical gesture that will make the pain go away? Are you hoping that someone, somewhere will sense your struggle and do exactly what you need, exactly when you need it? The truth is, no one truly knows how deep your pain runs. No one is living your life but you. And as much as people may care, as much as they might wish to help, they can't climb into your mind and fight your battles for you. It's not fair, but it's reality. And the sooner you embrace it, the sooner you can begin the process of rescuing yourself. Start with the smallest actions. Make yourself a simple meal, even if you have no appetite. Take a 10-minute walk outside, even if you can barely summon the energy to stand. Write down your feelings in a journal. Get them out of your head and onto the page. These are not grand gestures. They won't fix everything. But they're lifelines, small acts of self-care that remind you, you have power, even when you feel powerless. You can do something, even when it feels like everything is falling apart. Self-rescue isn't about fixing your entire life in a day. It's about not sinking deeper into the darkness. It's about refusing to let the pain win, even for one more day. I know what it means to wait for rescue. I've been there, sitting in the silence, hoping for someone to notice that I'm not okay. I've stared at the ceiling in the middle of the night, wishing for a miracle. I've collapsed on the bathroom floor, convinced that I couldn't go on. And in those moments, no one came. No one even knew I had fallen. That's when I realized If I didn't get up, if I didn't try, no one would do it for me.
Saving yourself isn't selfish, it's survival. There's no shame in putting yourself first, in choosing to fight for your own life. You don't need to wait for motivation to appear. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment. You just need to choose, right now, to get up. To stand, even if your legs shake. To breathe, even if your chest feels tight. To move forward, even if it's only by an inch. Tears will come. Sleepless nights will happen. You'll feel exhausted, rejected, hurt. But each time you choose to keep going, each time you pick yourself up, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than you think. So how do you start saving yourself? How do you begin the slow, difficult journey back to hope? First, accept where you are. Don't shame yourself for feeling tired, for being hurt, for struggling. You're human. You're allowed to be imperfect. Acceptance is the first step towards healing. Next, write. Get your thoughts out of your head and onto paper. You don't have to be a writer, you just have to be honest. What are you feeling? What do you need? What are you afraid of? Writing is a form of release. It lets you see your pain in a new light, and sometimes it reveals answers you didn't know you had. Then, do one thing. Just one. Maybe it's making your bed, or taking a shower, or sending an email you've been avoiding. It doesn't have to be big. The point is to do something that gives you a sense of control, a feeling that you're not completely at the mercy of your circumstances. Practice gentle discipline. Don't punish yourself for failing or falling short. Don't demand perfection. Instead, aim for consistency. Show up for yourself every day in small ways. Over time, those small acts add up. They become habits, and habits become a foundation for change. Finally, find something to believe in. Maybe it's a dream you set aside long ago. Maybe it's an old hobby that once brought you joy. Maybe it's the example of someone who inspires you, someone who's walked through their own darkness and found their way out. Cling to that belief, no matter how small. Let it be the spark that lights your path. You might leave a sticky note on your wall that says, "I deserve better." It may seem trivial, but those words matter. They're a promise to yourself, a reminder that you're worth fighting for. Your life is not a movie. There's no dramatic music, no hero bursting through the door to save you at the last minute. There's only you and the choices you make, day after day after day. But here's the secret. You are the hero you've been waiting for. You are the author of your own story. And even if you've failed 100 times before, even if you've fallen and thought you'd never get up, it only takes one time, just once, of rising again to start a new chapter. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. Maybe you start by getting a haircut, or applying for a job, or learning a new skill. Maybe you clean your room, or organize your thoughts, or set a small goal. Each step is a line in the story of your comeback. Each effort, however small, is a brushstroke in the portrait of your resilience. You may stumble, you may doubt yourself, but every time you get back up, every time you choose to try again, you prove to yourself and to the world that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. So, remember this, no one is coming to save you, but you don't need anyone to. You have everything you need within you. You have the strength, the courage, the determination to rescue yourself. Stand at the crossroads of your life. Look at the sunrise in the distance. Feel the hope stirring inside you, however faint. Allow yourself to smile, even if it's just a little, because you are the strongest person you've ever been looking for. You are not alone in your struggle. So many people have walked this path before you, and so many will walk it after you. Each of us, at some point, must face the reality that rescue isn't coming from the outside. It comes from within. If you see yourself in these words, know that you're not broken. You're not weak. You're simply human. And being human means facing pain, disappointment, and fear. But it also means having the capacity for hope, for change, for a new beginning. Take a breath. Take a step. Do one small thing today that your future self will thank you for. Write your own story, one page at a time. If you've made it this far, thank you for listening. Thank you for giving yourself the gift of these words.
If you felt seen, if you felt understood, leave a comment. Share your thoughts, your struggles, your hopes. Subscribe if you want more content that speaks to your soul, that reminds you of your strength and your worth.
Remember, you deserve a stronger, more meaningful life, and you are the only one who can create it.
No one is coming to save you, but you are more powerful than you know.